What is good, everybody? How are you all doing? Hope you've all been well. I just wanted to acknowledge that it has been a blazing hot minute since I have recorded a YouTube video update of any kind. Also, I've got hiccups. But I have a minute to record a little bit of video, so here's a little bit of an update. I did not prep anything in the office studio for this video. It is a complete disaster of a mess right now, but it does look different. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a tour of, it's kind of embarrassing, but it's something. So yes, it is not normally this messy. It has been messier, and it's also been a little neater from time to time. But here is my desk, which is going to change very, very soon. I'll explain why. I have a more permanent studio light now, just a really cheap softbox, which is cool for Zoom calls and recording some talking head videos from time to time. I decided to display some of my outfits here, and the more I get, the cooler it'll look. Makes for a good backdrop in YouTube videos, plus helps me to quickly get changed for work. This is where some of the gear gets stored. Where I was sitting before, and it's a bit of a disaster, is my charging bay, technically. There's some power points there, and that's where I charge all the stuff. This is where I'm putting some of my lenses and some audio gear when I'm not using them that often, or if I need to keep them safe while not using them. Got some new gear, actually, on that note. Oh, what is that? That, my friends, is a full frame lens. A full frame Sony 16-35. That there is the teleprompter that I never use. What else? Let me show you guys some more. Here is where I put some of the gear that I'll sometimes use, and also it looks just a lot more presentable. Plus, when I'm recording videos from here or just using it as a backdrop in my Zoom calls, it actually looks really decent. It did take me a little bit of time to set it up and go around and do some little bit of shopping, but nice to get out and about doing that. And this used to be where I stored my gear, and now I'm just using it to display all of my things that I have nowhere else to put. So all my books and some random memorabilia and some pop vinyls. You know, I've been using my Dell XPS 15, which is a 2017 model laptop. It's done a phenomenal job considering. Right now I'm watching it export a video business card that I've been working on. And this is the 5th time I'm exporting it in the last 2 days. And I know that it either crashes when it does, or it takes 2 hours at a time. So that's dead time that I can't be, you know, I'm not actually working. So over the last month, I have been waiting on a custom build iMac to come and replace that. So 27-inch iMac, fully spec'd out, very excited about it. Did a lot of research, really was tossing up between a PC or a Mac, and ended up looking at getting the Mac because I don't want to be tempted to play games all the time, which would probably happen if I saw a beautiful gaming level PC on my desk. So I've got the RAM sticks ready and new hard drives and whatnot to get ready for the editing that's happening. I really thought that I was going to hire an in-house editor over the last couple of weeks, but it's changed a little bit. I've been working with some remote editing, and I've found some people to help out with the editing workload. So far it's working. So figured out that process. You know, I might actually be able to share a little bit about that later on a separate video if I get a time, but this is really just a general life and work update. And then yeah, I've got some new toys. That is my first full frame camera that I'll be using consistently. That, my friends. Oh man, look at this guy. None other than the Sony a7 III. Wow. I've invested already in some Sony glass. As you can see, I have the full frame 16-35, and I've been shooting with the 85mm f1.8 just on my crop sensor cameras for the last couple of years. Always hoping that one day I'd get a full frame camera. And I know that the A7S III is coming out, but that is 6,000 Australian dollars when it does come out. So right now, the A7 III is going to fill the void very nicely and may end up becoming a B cam, so who knows. The fun part is I didn't actually buy it. I'm renting it for at least 6 months. I've been doing some long-term renting, and it's really helped in terms of the cash flow and not having to invest all the money up front. Also having that protection in terms of if I want to get a different camera, I just send it back and rent a new body and still get all the perks of using a proper body. So this is actually going to be the first Sony full frame camera that I'll be playing around with. Really excited to open it up and see how it goes. And I've also got something else happening too. So might have noticed this guy. What is this? Wait, that's not a Sony product. And you'd be absolutely right. I bought the Sigma 18-35 f1.8. I've been learning to marry the glass or the lens, buying lenses, and date the body. Sounds funny out loud. Basically, you invest in good glass. The bodies will change over time, but the lenses hopefully will be usable regardless of what body. So, camera body, that is. But this isn't for the Sony, because the 18-35 is a very legendary lens, and I'm very excited to use it. I know a lot of people use it on C200s, on different types of cameras that take the EF mount glass, Blackmagic, for example. I wonder if you can see where I'm going with this, because I'm actually planning to use this on a GH5. What? That's right, I'm actually renting out a GH5 as well as having the A7 III. So I'll be using 2 different cameras at the same time to get a feel of both of these systems for video, knowing that the GH5 is actually going to be the better video camera, but the A7 III is going to be great for stills. So figuring out this workflow, I know that the A7S III is coming out, but there's so many reasons why I decided to go with this in the meantime. Again, renting the bodies, but getting good glass. You know, I don't need insane specs on the gear that I own. I just needed to do what I needed to do. And with the combination of the A7 III and the GH5, it's going to give me a lot of flexibility with the existing video projects I have, and give me options to try new camera bodies, new systems, learn more about the actual filmmaking side of things while getting to play with some better quality gear. Because I have been using this A6500 and A6300 for the last 2 years, and they've done an awesome amount of work. You know, I've pushed them to their limits. I know them basically inside and out, how they work, what they're good and bad at. And I know what their limitations are. So there's some work now that I kind of really need more dynamic range that I just can't get out of these APS-C Sony cameras. And because of the amount of work that's been coming in, has allowed me to make some of these moves, which is really exciting. On that note, you know, the last couple months have just been absolutely incredible in terms of work. Have really pushed me to learn how to adapt, how to take on more work and still deliver it. So forcing me to get help in editing and learn how to distribute and outsource some of the process. Also has taught me how to be more and more confident in my sales process, to only take on work that I believe is going to be a win-win for both me and the client. Sustainable work in terms of cash flow, in terms of what we're delivering and what makes sense. I'm still learning, still wanting to expand my knowledge of video product offerings, but at the moment it's been a really good ride, a really exciting season. This is my new friend, the A7 III. Keen to have a play around with it. And it's already a bit heftier than my current cameras, which is really cool. Wow, what a day. Absolutely crazy timing. So yesterday, well, when I filmed yesterday, just rented out the new A7 III, and already today I've had to play with it, recorded some actual content for the business, and been playing around with it for some talking head stuff. Got to shoot for it tomorrow. But the best part is that this afternoon I got a text that I almost missed, because that guy is going to get replaced, finally. Oh yeah. Oh, probably not a good idea doing this with one hand. Needless to say, very keen to set this up. I'm tired. Oh. Yes, it already looks beautiful. But before I do anything else, I actually have to install the RAM modules that I bought separately. So here they are. They've been sitting on my desk for the last week, waiting for the iMac itself to come in. And so I'm going to do that now and figure out how to actually install it. Here's the RAM modules I purchased. Crucial 32 gig kit, so 2 16 gig sticks of RAM. I'm going to put this into that. Again, just for reference, even though this is messy, this is before and after. Yeah. Still have plenty of cable management to do, but it's here now, so I'm gonna unwrap it. It's like unwrapping a Christmas present. Ta-da!
Good, excited.
Okay, so I'm just gonna, you wanna open this? I know, it's crazy. You take it out. Annie is just unboxing the keyboard. Gonna turn it on for the very first time. Please turn on. You ready?
Yeah.
I don't even remember where the buttons are. Maybe it's on the other side. Oh, this is so awkward. Oh, there it is. It is on the other side. They've moved it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Please turn on. Hang on, did I plug it in? Is it plugged in? Is it plugged in? Oh, hey! That always happens when you turn something on for the first time. It never turns on properly. And then you just freak out. Just for comparison, YouTube people, whoever watches this is what I've been editing on for the last 3 years, which have been actually decent for what it is. But that's the screen. That's actually ridiculous when I put it back side by side. That's the screen real estate that I've had to work with. Anyway, it's been great. Yeah! High five me off camera. Beautiful. This screen is so big. I like this. I like dark. That's good. Oh, that's sexy. That was sexy. That was worth spending the money on this thing. Oh man. Oh. Well done. Well done, Apple. I'm very excited. Yeah! Yes! As you guys can see, there's plenty happening in the Brown Fox HQ. Plenty has happened over the last couple months, plenty to come. I'm really excited that I'm finally able to upgrade some of the gear that I've been wanting to basically do this for a long time now, and really thankful. You know, God has just been absolutely amazing, and really excited to just see what happens with the rest of the year. Again, my channel, I'm really not trying to become a filmmaking channel per se, like just because my business is in video production. I love it, I really enjoy it, but there's plenty of other people out there who can do much better filmmaking YouTube channels. The point of my channel is to continue to document the journey of what I'm doing and how I can help people to really find what they love to do and what they are made to do, I suppose, and show a little bit of transparency behind my life, ministry and business. So yeah, really enjoying this. I'm keen to hop into setting everything up. It's going to take me probably a couple hours to do that. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment and subscribe to follow along. I will see you guys and girls on the next video. Bye.